says gimmick. It's the Hebrew word for demon.
I feel funny. Doctors can't help us. Mommy, where am I?
PG-13, August 31st.
How many goddamn exorcism movies are we gonna fucking get? Yeah, we're not even gonna bother with an opening this time around. Welcome to Time About the Movies, everybody. It's Labor Day weekend. We got 5 films to take a look at on August 31st, 2012, and we gotta start off with the biggest new release of the weekend because you fucking teenagers will buy anything, won't you? The Possession. Gee, haven't seen this done before, and this plot is so original and so compelling that what am I thinking? This is a masterpiece of horror classics, this, or whatever you want to go with here. I don't know, I'm confused right now. But the story, the basketball coach Clyde and his wife Stephanie divorced a couple months ago, and their teenage daughter Hannah and the girl Emily M live with their mother and spend their weekends with their father. One day, Clyde stops his car at a yard sale, and M buys an antique carved box and becomes obsessed with it. M finds the hidden lock and releases an evil spirit that possesses her. Gee, haven't heard that done before, Exorcist. Soon, Clyde discovers that M has a problem, but his ex-wife and her boyfriend, Brett, do not pay attention to him and get a restraining order against Clyde. Clyde seeks out Professor McManus, and when he sees the box, he explains that it is the Divot box, whereas a fiend is trapped inside. He also explains that the box should not be opened. Too late for that, stupid idiots. Otherwise, the person will be possessed by the spirit. Now, Clyde travels to a Jewish community in New York, and the rabbi's son, Sazdak, returns with him, expecting to exorcise M to save the girl. Yeah. I mean, do I even need to tell you what's wrong with this fucking movie? It's the same movie as every other exorcism movie and every supernatural possession film that we've ever seen. The title is so generic. The Possession. Like, that's just as generic as something like The Last Exorcism from last year. Like, but at least with The Last Exorcism, they actually had a hook to it. There was something about it that actually made it work. Actually, that was 2 years ago, not last year. 2010 was that came out, but you get the idea. Like, this is a movie where they don't do anything that different or anything new about it whatsoever. I mean, this is about as generic as a movie with the title Amityville in it. Like, the 86 billion different Amityville movies out there that are out on DVD, because you know they have nothing to do with the original Amityville horror. Just like this has nothing to do with an exorcism movie or an exorcist movie, but like I said, there have been exorcism movies that have had unique edges to them. The Last Exorcism, for example. Hell, even The Exorcism of Emily Rose was an interesting take on the concept overall. But this just feels like a movie that has been done to death before so many times, and you know, no originality whatsoever comes from this film. I mean, despite the good cast they have in here, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Keira Sedgwick, they deserved a lot better than this. Hell, Sam Raimi deserves to have his name on a better movie than this. Like, this is bad. This is a bad movie. So, and yet idiots bought into it. The white teenagers out there went to see it on opening weekend, and it was such a dull weekend at the box office that it was the #1 movie for the second weekend in a row the following weekend. Like, you fucking teenagers will fall for anything out there. I mean, these are the same group of people that made Prom Night, the PG-13 remake of Prom Night, the #1 movie at the box office 4 years ago. Just, do I even need to say anything more about this movie? The Possession. Just awful, awful film. So let's see if we can get better with our next movie. And we do, but not enough to me to say that it's one I should highly recommend. But it is a movie that is better than certainly The Possession. It's Lawless.
My brother's a bootleg. Money just started pouring in. Success made them famous.
Okay.
I think it's a matter of perspective. But when the corrupt go too far, there's a new special deputy. There's the liquor and where's the money. Have you met my brother? 3 brothers will rise. This is a war they're waging. We don't lay down for nobody. Lawless, based on the incredible true story, rated R.
So yeah, this is a movie that, like I said, feels like it should be grand and epic. It's directed by the same guy that gave us I was almost The Possession, but that's the film we just looked at. The Proposition, that's the one I'm thinking of. The Proposition, and more recently he did The Road, and this is written by Nick Cave, that same writer, and it's almost there, but not enough for me to say it's one you should really go out and, like, really see as one of the best movies of the year, but it's, let's talk about it. The film is about the violent conflict between three bootlegging brothers played by Tom Hardy, Jason Clarke, and Shia LaBeouf, and the corrupt and ruthless lawman played by Guy Pearce, who tries to shut down the brothers' Prohibition-era moonshine business after Forrest refuses to pay him off. So imagine that episode of The Simpsons where alcohol gets gets banned in Springfield, and Homer basically becomes a bootlegger, and except minus the laughs, and this takes place in the 1930s. But yeah, it's got a good cast overall. Gary Oldman's also in here. Mia Wasikowska from Alice in Wonderland. Jessica Chastain. So, I guess I can't really say it's a bad movie per se. Not even a bad movie. It's just a passable movie. It's a movie that's like, okay, I mean, there's much better movies that have done this story before and done it better. But when I look at this, all I can think to myself is, there really could have been so much more to it. Everybody here's given a decent performance overall, but there's never a point where I felt like this was something refreshing and new, and there's just nothing in there that made me say, wow, this was a great film. It's a passable movie. And with the director that they have on here, with the writer that they have, and the cast they have in here, you obviously expect a whole lot better than what you get from this film. And for what it is, it's fine. Like, I would say a mixed to positive review on this one, but I would never say to anybody, you know, this is one you're going to watch over and over again. Maybe for a one-time watch, it's worth it, but other than that, though, it's just okay. It is what it is, and it certainly is a lot better than some of the other movies that have come out in the dumping months that have been much, much worse than this. But speaking of those type of movies, here's our next film, which is one of those so bad it's good type of movies, and that is The Oogieloves in The Big Balloon Adventure.
Please be reminded that once the show starts, if you plan on talking, if you feel like singing, and if you can't stop dancing,
Then you're in the right place. We're the Oogieloves. It's time for all you kids to get out of your seats and join Join Pookie, Susie, and me, Toopy, for a whole new interactive movie-going experience. Where singing along, dancing along, and playing along are all part of the movie fun. And I borrowed your blanket, please? And only an event this awesome could bring so many cool stars together, like Tony Braxton, Loris Leachman,
I hope you'll join me in singing and dancing.
Christopher Lloyd, Chaz Palminteri,
I'll give you the house special.
Carrie Elway,
Don't forget the wobble.
and Jamie Presley. Holy mackerel! From the marketing visionary of Teletubbies, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, and Eloise, and Academy Award-nominated director Matthew Diamond. I'd like sweet pickle, dill pickle, warm pickle, chill pickle, please.
Oh, my favorite.
Ooh, my favorite. I mean, Chaz Palminteri is one of the many reasons why this is such a stupid but fun movie. I mean, who out there even knows who the Oogieloves are? Because I certainly didn't know who they were when this was coming out. Apparently they were based off of a children's TV show called My Bedbugs, which came out in 2003 and lasted only one season, or two seasons on a not even PBS, but like this was on a WTBS, which is what I'm trying to say is that it's not a nationally televised PBS show. Like, it's not like all the other PBS kids shows that were all over the place at the time, like Arthur, or The Magic School Bus, or Clifford, or Caillou. Like, it's not one of those things whatsoever. But, I mean, this is a movie that feels really, really like it's the complete opposite of something like the Minecraft movie, where it's literally telling you in the theater to get up, start talking, singing, and dancing. And in this case, I would be willing to accept this because it's a movie strictly made for kids. A Minecraft movie is a movie that's trying to appease to not just the kids but the adults. But the clout chasing adults on social media tried to turn it into an unpleasant experience by trying to make a meme out of something that isn't really that funny or intelligent to begin with. I'm sorry, Chicken Jockey's never going to become a thing. And I know they just announced the Minecraft movie sequel that's coming out on the same day as the Simpsons movie sequel, but I don't care, man. Minecraft movie still sucks. I mean, this movie, however, is the complete opposite of that. It's Schloofy's birthday. Who is Schloofy, you might ask? I can't really remember, but the Oogieloves, Gooby, Zooby, and Toofy, along with their friends J. Edgar the Fish, Windy Window, and Ruffy, are organizing a party. Shh, it's a secret. That's literally what it says here in the synopsis here. Everything is going perfectly until J. Edgar trips and loses the lost 5 magical balloons in all of lovely Lovelyville. Oh no! whoever wrote this was on some drugs, man. The Oogieloves set out to find the magic balloons in time to save their friend's party. Along the way, they meet some very interesting characters. Interesting, to say is a word, you could say, including Dottie Ronder, played by Cloris Leachman, Bobby Wobbly, played by Carrie Elways, Milky Marvin, played by Chaz Palminteri, Rosalie Rosebud, played by Tony Braxton, and Lola and Lero Sombrero, played by Jamie Presley and Christopher Lloyd. Can these new friends help them recover the magic balloons and get back to the college in time to celebrate Schloofy's birthday? I'm trying to figure out who Schloofy was in this, but who is Schloofy? Their living pillow. Schloofy was their living pillow, and the fish was named Ruffy, and J. Edgar was the vacuum cleaner. You think I give a crap about getting this right here? I mean, this is a movie that is for adults. This is not something that should be made that the adults are gonna go and see and expect more from it. Like, if you're an adult and you're expecting some high material here, you deserve to be disappointed by this. I mean, granted, yes, it's a movie strictly made for little kids, and it's a movie that knows it's made for little kids and isn't expected to be entertaining for adults anywhere, but for someone like me who was about 23 years old when this came out, I had no interest in seeing this movie, but I kept hearing from people about how it's a so bad, it's good type of movie that at some point down the line, I did eventually see it, and yeah, it's a bad movie, but it's a good kind of bad movie. It's a movie that is so stupid, so ridiculous, and so over the top that the kids will love it for the colors and the loud noises, but the adults will love it for just how god-awfully bad and over the top it is. I mean, Chaz Palminteri is a treasure in this movie. Anytime he speaks, it's just comedy gold. Like, my favorite, I mean, the best line in the movie is when he's going like, "Oh, my favorite." Just the way he says that line made me laugh so hard. And just like, okay, this is not a good movie. And I'll say it from here. If you're going into it and you have the brain of a person that, looks for something more serious and more in-depth with their movies. Like, you're one of those pretentious people that like something like Cosmopolis, you're going to hate the shit out of this movie. But if you love some pretty bad, so bad it's good type of movies, Oogieloves is definitely something that should be very much up there. Like, this is the type of movie that, yes, it's strictly made for kids, and if you're an adult, you should know better not to expect anything from this. But if you want to see a movie that revels in how stupid it is and how bad everybody's going over the top with this, you'll love the hell out of this movie. This is the ultimate definition of a guilty pleasure film. Like, it's a movie that's so bad, but goddamn, I had the time of my life watching this. Oogieloves and the Big Balloon Adventure. Good for the little kids to love it. For people who love bad movies, you'll probably love it even more than that. So why don't we go ahead and get to an actual good movie this weekend? Because we've had some pretty bad stinkers so far on this show in general, and some films that were kind of just okay, and some so bad it's good type of movies. But here's a legitimately good film that came out this weekend for a good time call.
This is my friend Katie. This is my friend Lauren. She's gonna drive you home, okay? Please, please, please.
Is this yours? Yeah, sorry, I think it's empty. Perfect! Stop! This is my new car! I do this all the time. Ta-da! Cino spills that off. Get out. You're in hysterical! I can't afford an apartment by myself in the city.
I have a place for you.
Where? You.
Hi.
Did you tell us some more about the new place? The apartment is spectacular. My roommate is whatever. Katie, there's no toilet paper. I can't hear you. I'm running late. Bye. I love being late. Yeah, I'll be underpaid. And it's so big and it's looking at me. Let me out. Gotta go. Bye. Your dad says hi. I get $1 a minute for a phone text line. Whatever they say, I just tell them I want to lick it. Hey, ew. You know, you're not better than me. You're not better than phone sex. I'm better than phone sex.
Listen, the job we called you in for was filled this morning.
I want to make 1/3 of the profits, and I'm not getting on the phone. It's strictly business.
Oh, I like a little fire in there.
1877. Yes. Rachel, it's Schmokayam again. Billing, please. Billing! We've made $12,000 in 3 weeks. I don't want to be boring anymore. I should be our second operator. All right. Tell me what you're wearing, you dirty little slut. Oh, it's a cute dress from Cindy Vincent. Lauren, hey, I
I thought we were gonna take this seriously, right? I have a friend who's a girl, and I like it. Me are running a fun sex line. Boom.
You ladies are living some messed up version of the American dream.
Just kidding.
Cut. Can I just say something? It felt a little stiff
No.
the last time. I'd call.
Freeway. Yes, I can do that.
I'm Kitty, and I'm here with my friend. I'm Kitty.
Hello, Kitty and Teddy. That's, guarantee you that's gonna confuse me once I start.
What makes that so much funnier is the fact that that's literally Seth Rogen's wife that's playing the other character in this. And that makes it all the more funnier that it's Seth Rogen actually calling his wife like that. And that's just part of the charm of this movie, because this is a really, really funny movie that nobody probably has even heard of. Again, coming out in a time when you had so many other really good films that came out this year that nobody ever talks about, like Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, People Like Us, and now here's another one. So in this one, you have Lauren and Katie, Lauren being played by Lauren Ann Miller, or of course Lauren Miller Rogen, since she's now married to Seth Rogen, and Katie, played by Ari Grainer. College frenemies with a mutual good friend, played by Justin Long, who move in together at age 28 in order to afford an amazing Gramercy Park apartment. The unlikely pair start a phone sex line and become best friends while learning about the hilarious world of vibrators, fake orgasms, and nighttime callers. When the hotline is hung up and reality comes calling, the most meaningful relationship of their lives is being put to the test. And really, this is a movie that works on so many different levels because of the fact that everybody in here is just a ton of fun to watch. Ari Grainer and Lauren Ann Miller work off each other really, really well. They are very well done. They're very well put together in this. What the hell was that? They work off they're a good comedy duo is what I'm trying to say here. They both work off each other very well. They have a really good cast all around them. James Wolk, Nia Vardalos, actually one of her few good films she did after My Big Fat Greek Wedding. You have Mimi Rogers, Mark Webber, Justin Long, Kevin Smith, Ken Marino, Martha McIsaac, Sugarland Beard. I mean, these are all really, really good people, and the humor just works very well. It's a raunchy, gross-out comedy, but one that doesn't feel like it's trying so hard to be that type of a film. It's a film that actually is trying and is succeeding for the most part because you have two very likable personalities at the centerpiece of it. The jokes they're doing are actually really, really funny, and the storytelling is very well done. It's a really good movie that sadly did not get the attention that it deserved. It came and went at the box office, and it never really had a lasting impact after it came out on Blu-ray or DVD. It just kind of got pushed off to the side, which, again, it's a shame because it's a really, really good film. It's definitely a film worth checking out. Like I said, it's a very underrated, raunchy comedy that came out around the same time as Seeking a Friend for the End of the World and People Like Us. This one's not quite as good as those ones, but this is still a really funny film and one that definitely deserves to be found out there. So seek out for a Good Time Call, and I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed by it. It actually is a really, really good film. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get back to the craft for our last movie, and that is Kevin Durant, trying to be like the next big Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal movie star, and let's just say not doing the best job with it with his film Thunderstruck.
From Rookie of the Year to three-time scoring champion to All-Star MVP and beyond, he is Kevin Durant.
Here is Durant for the win! What's that kid's name?
Manager.
Nice catch.
I want to dunk like KD. Why don't we do this at my house? We live closest to the hospital. Oh.
It's halftime here in Oklahoma City. Let's pick a fan to shoot from half court. Good luck. Not even close.
Take this, man. You're gonna make that next shot.
And this is an honor.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wish I had your talent.
What are you doing in uniform?
On a shot for the team again.
Tryouts are over, Billy.
My name's Brian.
Unstoppable. What is wrong with Kevin Durant?
He's playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2012. That's what's wrong with Kevin Durant. Give him a couple of years to find a team that will actually use him on a championship caliber team like the Golden State Warriors, and he'll be just fine. Yeah, this movie is so fucking bad. I mean, stop me if you've heard this plot before. The plot follows a boy who magically gets Durant's basketball skills, and the duo must figure out how to return them. So this is a movie that is literally taking the plots of Space Jam and Like Mike and even a little bit of Kazam and merging it in together into a fabricated, put-together film by the studio, which is so obviously there by the fact that there is a lot of NBA on TNT in this movie. You see a lot of the people from inside the NBA. This is a Warner Brothers movie too, so keep that in mind. And that's literally what the movie is. It's a rip-off of so many other much better movies. And, I mean, it would work if there were some likable people in the cast, but, you know, the kid in this movie is not that exciting. I mean, this kid is not that great whatsoever. Taylor Gray, I mean, he's a 16-year-old kid. I mean, this isn't like Lil Bow Wow in Like Mike when he was still a little kid. Like, this is a guy who's a teenager. It's just like, you want to be like Kevin Durant. It's just like, okay, well, go and practice more and, you know, do some other things in your life. You're 16 years old. Go live your life, like, for God's sakes. And Kevin Durant, man, I mean, I don't think Kevin Durant is a bad I don't think Kevin Durant can't be a bad actor, but my God, man, he is struggling to get to act in this movie. At least Michael Jordan was supposed to be played who he was. He's Michael Jordan. He wasn't playing an actor in Space Jam. He was playing himself. At least Shaquille O'Neal was trying with Kazam and Steel. At least half the people that were in Like Mike were at least trying. I mean, there was a lot of people in that movie, basketball stars, that were acting. Like, you know, there's so many basketball movies out there. That one, Eddie. What was the other one that what was another one that came out recently? Just Right was another one that had. But you know, I mean, this is a movie where you should have something there. You know, you should be something on the level of Oogieloves. Know that you're going to be a bad movie, but if you're going to be a bad movie, have fun with it. Do something creative and unique with it, and even if it doesn't work out. At least the Oogieloves movie did that. This did not. This is a movie that is so badly put together, but then again, you wouldn't expect anything less from the same amazing director that gave us the Big Mama's House sequels and Deck the Halls. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. John Weitzel is the director of this movie because someone still clearly thinks he has some directing abilities, and sadly he does not. I think I made my point on this film. I didn't get to do it last week because it technically did come out the week before, and yet I couldn't find it on Box Office Mojo, but yeah, I think there was probably a good reason why. But hey, some good news out of this. Kevin Durant said that he's done acting after this movie, so hey, good on you, man. Now go win another NBA championship with a team for once. So anyway, that's Thunderstruck. And thus, on that happy little note here, we're going to wrap up this episode of Time About the Movies, and oh boy. Now I can see why The Possession was the #1 movie 2 weeks in a row, because the week after Labor Day has nothing out there, and not good films. We have Bradley Cooper and Zoe Saldana 2 years before they were, of course, Rocket and Gamora and Guardians of the Galaxy in the motivational drama The Words. We also have a Superman Henry Cavill along with Bruce Willis and Sigourney Weaver in The Cold Light of Day. We have yet another one of those movies that could be on the same wavelength as the Oogieloves movie, a movie that's so bad it's good, Branded. And then we have Kirsten Dunst, Rebel Wilson, starring in the comedy Bachelorette. Another one of those raunchy comedies intended for females, which, I'll tell you right now, is certainly nowhere near as good as For a Good Time Call is. So, like I said, see For a Good Time Call, Bachelorette. We'll save that for tomorrow. But with all that said, though, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and do me the honors of hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification button. Also, don't forget to check out our playlist, and don't forget to check out the previous episode we did. So, with all that said, whether it's in the past, the present, or the future, I will see you at the movies. Take care.